Our daughters, white and black, in the UK. 40 years of Islamic security deception, infiltrating government, local councils, and the UK law universities, hotbeds for extremism. 40 years of decline in education in our communities, while their so-called disadvantaged communities prosper at our cost. 40 years decline in skilled trades in our communities, the backbone of the working class. Well and truly snap. Lost generation, forgotten generation. Hang it, idiots. The Islamic stealth migration invasion has become a hostile occupation, which is always a minority to the population. An occupied nation always has collaborators. And that's them there behind us, they're the collaborators, aren't they? Yeah. In governments and local councils. What's the result of that? 9/11, suicide bombings in Britain and abroad. Countless attempted plots here, ongoing, never ending. Threatening us into submission, never over our dead bodies. Our spineless governments should realise history repeats itself. At their cost, do something out for your people before you swing from the gallows pole like Saddam on a cheap mobile phone. And stop now the erection of mosques and their minarets of hate and division in our cities, working class towns, destroying our churches and converting them into mosques. Stop scattering and dissolving our Christian communities over the past 40 years. The 1500-year-old ideology of hate and division has been on the medieval warpath in Eastern and Western Europe. Islam is good at playing the victim when we all know they're the aggressor. Their declaration of war was announced in spectacular fashion. 9/11, Bali, Madrid, Beslan, Moscow, countless other terror attacks in the name of Allah. The jihadi crime wave of political Islamic insurgents and Taqwiyya brigade in governments and local councils are all complicit in the destruction of our culture and the sex crimes, exploitation of our young daughters, honour killings, smuggling, heroin trade, the wage packet of jihad, racist murders of white and black and other races and religions around the world here and abroad. This tells us and our governments that Islam is not interested in integration. No, they're interested in decapitation, disintegration of our culture and democracy. Is our government listening to the people? No. Is it? Islam's swords have always been drawn. It's time for the British people to grasp the sword of faith, to get medieval and fight the desert bandit cult of Islam. Expect no quarter, show no quarter and never surrender. Faisal Chowdhury, Chairman, Regional Quality Council, says we're Nazis, right? Where's the link? Where's the proof that we're Nazis? I can put a link. I can put a link with Islam and Nazism in one swale swoop. It's called the SS, the Hamza Division, in the Second World War. Hitler and Himmler loved them, and they went on a jihadi crime wave through Eastern Europe during the Second World War, massacring and killing Serbs, Jews and Christians in the name of Allah. And these were Bosnian Muslims, fanatics. Himmler loved them because they fight for their God. You see, it's cutting women's heads off, cutting kids' heads off, and that's Islam. That's Allah for you. We've seen it here on our streets. We've seen it here. It's happened around the world. It's still happening now. That's all I'd like to say. Never surrender. We'll never give up.